This is Shenandoah Speedway here in Shenandoah, Virginia. Noises. Yep. We're on a farm. Actually, we're at a speedway, and apparently there's a beer here and a cool tree. So this is Shenandoah Speedway up in Shenandoah, Virginia, and we are here for the USDrift, the first round of their street legal competition, something long name. It's gonna be a fun day of drifting. I'm not driving, of course, because 240 is dead end. Anyway, let's see what's up.
To encourage you to believe the things I do. Fact that something's wrong inside of me. At times I find it hard to see what I really wanna be. That's what something's happened inside of me. I was once just like you, almost out of fucking through, and now I live my life to be free. Living life, Jesus Christ, trouble in paradise. Mom and dad are not too proud of me. They're not too proud of me. They're not too proud of me. I'm never gonna be. It's plain to see you are not like me. Look at what you've done to me, a product of society. Confusion on your face is plain to see. I can't stand your attitude. Think I'm lost, think I'm rude. Your opinion's invalid to me. You don't like my tattoos. How to sit this on you. Don't you know what's inside of me? Sick and tired of all the lies. When will you realize I'm proud just be me? They're not too proud of me. They're not too proud of me. I'm never gonna be. It's plain to see. You are not like me. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe all the things that's got a hold on me. Yeah, yeah. It's plain to see. I'm a product of society. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. You're gonna be. We wanna be. You are not like me. They're not too proud of me. They're not too proud of me. I'm never gonna be. It's plain to see. You are not like me. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe all the cynicism that got a hold of me. Yeah, yeah. It's plain to see. I'm a product of society. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. Something's wrong with me.
Burr's taking that lead position, Murphy to chase. This is for everything. The glory, the prizes. Here we go, first half of our finals. Make some noise. Good first half of this finals. Bring both drivers back up the grid and swap positions. And we'll have to go to the judges for a final decision here. And the verdict from the triple header, one more time, final battle here at USDrift Street Legal Valley Stage here at Shenandoah Speedway. Racing coilovers. Sean Murphy taking home a Link ECU, and Coleman taking home a full set of Kenda tires.
So bad. He needs tires so bad. Yeah.
A big shout out to our partners in this series for supplying us with these awesome prizes.
And that's how we celebrate the end of a competition. Coilovers, tires, and an ECU. I think it's pretty good. I would not mind any of those. Oh, cool, you can get these 30 cows look like they actually came off of a train, like they're worn. That's kind of cool. When I was living in Japan, I remember being on the trains and being like, there's so much money just hanging up above me right now. Let's take a few of those off and bring them back to the States and sell them. Yeah, Wolf Clan Garage has a lot of really cool JDM knickknacks and whatnot. Alright. I might have to get one of these for the Cressida. We'll see if I leave today with one of those. There's a car here that's kind of cool. I've never seen one of these drifting. And if you're wondering what motor it has in it, yes, it's the VR4 twin turbo. It hasn't been swapped, or at least hasn't been swapped for, you know, a 1J or 2J or anything, an LS. That's a VR4 3000 GT. And it's sparkly. I love weird things drifting, and I mean, it's not a weird car, but you don't see these drift, so I'm really excited to see this thing go. So I already recorded this car, but I forgot to hit record because I'm awesome like that. You know, I'm a huge fan of the Silvia front, or Silvia hood, with like the pop-up bumper and fenders. It just looks aggressive. Really tempted to do this on my car, but I've got other ideas. But yeah, that looks nice. So we are here for the Street Legal USDrift Street Legal Series Round 1. And this is a series that I actually kind of want to get into because you know, you don't need a full Pro 2 car for it. Tire rules are 235 or smaller, tread wear 300 and greater, which is exactly what I'm looking for with my wheel and tire setup. So yeah, you got 1,000 horsepower, you're not gonna have any grip. So actually there's no one around me, so we don't need this. Also, Team RPM, check it out. So it's good to get away from all the drift cars and just walk around, because then sometimes you find some gems like this. So we've got an IS wagon, and I think these are Tesla wheels. These are the wheels behind the ugly Tesla covers. You see the Tesla with those ugly wheels on it? This is actually what it has. And let's see if this is cool enough to be a stick shift wagon. Oh, and it is. Yep. I know people might not think this is cool, but it's actually really cool. There's also an FD, a JDM FD. So yeah, it'd be awesome to see this thing sliding, but I can understand why they're not. I mean, they've got the right size tires for it. Man. Do want both of these, actually. Yeah, I would love to have this. Don't have any experience with rotaries, but I mean, it's like what, 4 moving parts? Can't be that hard to figure out. And yeah, I've been waiting to see some Tesla wheels end up on a car, and I think these are Tesla wheels. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. It looks so lonely out there all by itself. It's like a big green, it's like a big gray nugget. Well, that was fun. I've already been up for over 13 hours. I think, what, going on 15 hours? I don't even know. I hit the road at 4, it's like 6. So yeah, 14 hours. It's a long day. We got some photo, got some video, of course, and yeah. That's all she wrote. I'm gonna show you guys something cool. One of my favorite parts about coming out to Shenandoah is Piedmont Drift, and for some reason I chose to take the crest up. Get this, and we're about to get cut off. Oh, no, we're not. Today is day 1 of a 2-day event. 2 days of drifting, camping, and competition tomorrow. I'm going to do most of the video from the GoPro and to kind of walk around the pits and whatnot, maybe hop into a few cars. 1, because the GoPro is waterproof, and 2, you know, different style, different event. So, yeah. Anyway, check this out. I don't know if it's going to focus on it, but my girlfriend gave me that for Valentine's Day. Yep, no face on the swing. Pretty awesome. Fun stuff. There's a Cressy. I'm gonna do some more walking around the pits. I don't feel like I do that enough in the videos to show things. But there are always some interesting cars here, like that Ranger, for example. There's some kind of ratty cars, then some not so ratty cars. SC. Ooh, that's cool. Turbocharged their and others put a carb on it. New favorite hatch, like not even joking. Jay, you've got some competition, man. So I don't know if I've said it before, but I think FCs will look cooler than S13s. Yeah, I've said it. And I think it's 100% true. The range of cars right here at Piedmont, like out of any venue or any like drift thing I've been to in the last probably 10 years is insane. You've got like some super stancy boy cars and everything. You've got drift taxi stuff. I mean, look at this. This has to be bagged, but still, I mean, say what you want. I mean, Piedmont's a great place to come out to, whether you're sliding or watching. I mean, and yo, this gets slick when it's wet. That's an interesting cage. It's like what you see in like some old school like Fuchsia cars, which basically just means old car, but still. Let's take a look at one of my other favorite hatches. What's up? Everyone around here should know this car. ASJ is 1.5J. Now here's a boat you don't see sliding very often. It's a lot of weight. And then the exact opposite, of course, all the Miatas. Zoom gang.
Back in wood,
What's up, man?
What's up?
It's cool to see one of these out here.
Yeah, it's like pretty much the least appropriate vehicle for this, but
I don't know, man. You got a pretty long wheelbase. So, but
longer than an S2K, so
yeah. I mean, I can honestly say I haven't seen one of these slide before, especially not out here.
yeah, this is my first time out here. I usually do autocross with this thing. It's the cage and all the shit done to it.
Oh yeah.
The last autocross I was at, there was they were doing fun runs at the very end of the day, and I was just trying to link the full course.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what, I should just come out here, just for shits and giggles, you know, see what she can do.
Oh, dude, for sure. I mean, if you come from autocross, a lot of that's going to carry over.
Yeah.
Then S10 drifting. Let's see what we got over here first. Still lady. S14. Ooh, a Camry. I think it's really easy to make some ladies look bad, but this one looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Neon pink. Those are cool.
yeah, I've seen those. They got a bunch of those on water.
Yeah, I'm not the only one running with stock seats. This car probably has more done it than mine. And of course there goes the Mr. Whitaker.
Oh, dude, this has got hot. Yeah, I should do it on.
See if we can get hairstylists out here. Let's see what else we can find. So the Cressida had a pipe like this. Had a bozo pipe sticking out the back of it. It came out, had a nice curve to it. That was one of the first things my roommate did to it, was cut that off, because me and him both had bruises on our shin from slamming our leg into it as we walked through the garage. It was pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie. Man, I hope the sky stays like that. Alright, we're riding with Richie in his BMW. This dude used to slay in a NAKA hatch and Capri Sun. And also Nikki. Hello. Check out that line.
Out of all the issues you have with your drift car,
so Richie's gonna be our chauffeur because these seatbelts work, and this one's being annoying. Look who it is.
I'm just going to the pit.
Oh wow. What traction? That was unexpected. Yeah, there is zero traction on that entry. There's so much more traction here. If it's actually dry. There's so much traction here still. But I mean, he's a pretty good driver, so. There's a lot more traction here, so as long as you don't get stuck. Yo, there's so much more traction over there. It's insane.
I can't even do that right now.
Wow. It feels like we have like 500 horsepower over there. It feels like we've got like a 4AG over here.
Those lights.
Are they just like some random street tires, or are they like actually something with some grip on them? So if you didn't believe me about variety of cars that come out to Piedmont, there's a Volvo wagon over there. Yeah, oh, there's an MRS. Is it Zoll?
I don't know.
Those fenders don't look like Zoll. Oh, and there's no zebra dashboard. And that doesn't sound like a NA2J either.
Are you Zoll? You're not Zoll.
That's not Zoll.
Never mind. I've gotten that like 15 times today. You'll get another 20. I know. It's all good. It is what
He heard it was going to be raining, so he brought his boat.
I mean, the logic is solid. It's there. All right, no traction over here. What the fuck? What was that? These were chrome at first. The flames, I'm a huge fan of chrome vinyl drift cars. But it's silver, still looks really good though, but I feel like chrome just has a cool old school look to it. So this is TL's car. What's up?
What's up, man?
How's it going? Dude, I'm so glad you finally have this thing out.
First time out, man.
I know, right? You've been talking about it.
It's gonna be way better than the Camaro to drift.
Oh yeah.
And maybe as good as the Crown Vic. Hard to tell in the wet, but I'm well pleased.
Oh, I bet.
It's gonna be a good drift car.
It's just like the Camaro. We have like 800 horsepower at 9,000 RPMs.
No, this ain't but about 500, 550.
Oh, that's it? Just 550?
Yeah. It's half of what the other is. I ain't got no power steering. You know, this is a 40-year-old dirt track chassis.
Oh yeah.
This was a late model wedge car. Okay.
Does this have that, was it the, yep, the little coilover thing on the transmission?
Yeah, that's the best coilover car with on leaf springs.
Alright, what's that?
Look at that.
See the coilover down there?
See that loud roar going through the rear end?
Oh, okay.
If I want to put more plate in it, I can.
Jeez. Yeah, that thing is ridiculous, man.
Give enough home right there.
That motor is a round track motor from back in 1985. It's never been into since it was built in 85.
So that hasn't been open since 85?
Yeah.
Dude.
That's about how old the car is too.
I can believe it, man.
And I'm gonna go put it on the scales.
Yeah.
And
how much does this weigh right now?
With all the weight I done put in it, full of gas and me in it, I'm still at like 2640. But look, I done put like 200 pounds. These two big ass bars here,
Yeah.
that's pretty much weight. I got one right there.
Okay, yeah. To balance it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like 52% of the weight in the front. So
All right.
push my front tires.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
And I had to put a little extra weight on this side because the car is actually offset 4 inches.
Yeah.
That's the reason these tires hang out and them don't.
Yeah, I mean, well, it isn't nearly as offset as a Camaro, man.
No, the Camaro's 14 inches on.
That's insane.
And the motor's only moved back 4 inches.
Okay.
So it's offset this way and, well, actually this way.
Yeah.
Offset 4 inches to the side and the motor moved back 4 inches. That's why I'm having to put all this weight
Yeah.
in front.
Well, I mean, it's for a dirt track. It's circle track, so I mean.
That's the original drift, dirt tracking.
It is, man. In the States, that's where it came from.
Man, I am so happy, man. I mean, we done worked so fucking hard on this car this last year.
When we were testing out the Boss course when we first made it, we brought out his Camaro, 800 horsepower at, I think it was like 8,000 or 9,000 RPMs. Offset body and everything. That thing's insane, man. But, yeah. No one's ever gonna be that cool. We're in the drift taxi. Yeah, LS400 angle kit. engine's pretty much stock, right?
Oh yeah, stock engine, welded diff.
I love this car. I love drift. I love 4-door cars, but this one in particular. This is a really cool car.
Oh hell yeah, thank you.
And this dude kills it.
Try to. The only thing that sucks is it's a little bit late, so we won't have the full experience. You can't really go as fast.
Yeah, that's why I like dry drifting so much better. You get more speed.
That's why I've come to like it a lot more than.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that wet drifting teaches you, but dry drifting is just so much more fun.
Definitely throttle control.
Yeah, that's for sure. So you're gonna do any more stuff to it, or just gonna kind of get used to the angle kit and just kind of go with
now, it? I've actually got some BC racing coilovers on the way, but they didn't come in time. That was the plan, was to redo the whole suspension. Other than I didn't do the rear upper arms because it was just too much.
Yeah. Seat time, man. That's what it's all about.
I want to do the 3 more bucket seats.
Yeah.
And then a manual swap, and then she'll basically be done, really.
Yeah, go away! Yo, this feels smooth, man. Yo, that felt dude, that felt so smooth, man. Yo,
Yeah, that's awesome, though.
it's an angle kit. All you did to it,
Yeah.
dude. Your car feels so smooth now,
That's
man.
awesome, though. That's awesome to hear, because for me driving, like, that was just so bumpy and shit, man.
Yeah, no, dude. It felt like, I don't know, dude.
Hey.
What's up?
You trying to do rides? Yo, you guys do rides?
Yeah, all the time.
Right.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I'm going to go up there and check it. Catch me when I come right back down.
All right, bet.
Yeah. I'm going to check it over, make sure ain't nothing weird going on.
Well, hopefully not, man. I'll catch you around.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so that was a drift taxi. Yeah, dude, that definitely has a lot more angle than stock now.
Not really now.
That's the end of event number 2. Well, it's not the end of the event. This is still going on for tonight and then tomorrow and all that. But it's the end for me because I need to go home and get up really early tomorrow to make it to event number 3. So, yep, see you guys then. It's a big old thing. That's my not so big old thing. We are on our way to an autocross, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you guys why autocrosses, as uncool as you might think they are probably the best place to go to learn how So we're at Danville Airport, Triad Sports Car Club, Autocross. At Autocross is you get to walk the track first, setting up your race line 3 or 4 turns ahead. And Autocross is the best place to learn how to do that. For this, you need to come out here and then dive in behind the cone. Well, this is really wide open, so you don't really have to worry about that. But that's going to set you up for that turn and go straight through where those people are walking and then to go around. But if you hit this one coming right here, you're going to be set up wrong for that to slow down. You're going to go way out there, be set up wrong for that, and just lose all your speed. Same thing in drifting. You need to set up that line beforehand. So with the wide angle, this makes this look a lot bigger than it is. And when you walk it, it seems massive. But as soon as you're in the car and you've got some speed, this whole thing shrinks. And before you know it, you're like flying out. If you're lucky enough, they'll have a turn set up like this. If you bring your drift car out, where you go to the left and you go to the right, and you've got a little sweeper all the way around. So you know what this is. This is a feint entry. Come here, get all the speed, and then do your backy all the way down there. Hit the gas and blow some smoke coming that way, and then get yelled at by everyone, but have a fun run. There's your clipping point right there.
One of these is racing.
This is a very clean 8.6.
It's a one owner too.
Really?
Yes, me and my wife bought it new in '86.
Really? Wow. Well, kudos to you for not selling it, man.
And not cutting it up.
And not cutting it up, yeah.
All I've done, I mean,
You got the Megan coilovers.
Coilovers, eBay cold air intake, larger catback exhaust. You know,
All right.
took it to a muffler shop, larger diameter. That's it.
That's awesome.
Just the engine's got about 25,000 miles on it.
I'm sorry, you said it has 25,000?
This engine.
Oh, okay.
The car has 221,000.
Okay. I mean, it's been driven, that's good. I mean.
Yeah, my wife daily drove it from '86 until 2005.
Really? So is this is the engine rebuilt, I guess?
Yeah, I went to a junkyard and got about a 60,000 mile engine, had it, and you know, freshened it up. It's not even been bored, just light hone on the cylinders.
Okay.
Which I put new bearings and all in it. New pistons and rings.
Just overhauled it, I guess?
Yeah.
That is awesome, man.
And I live 132 miles from here.
Yeah.
I put that in between 2 events, and I had to drive up here. I had roughly 60 miles on the engine trying to get it broken in.
Oh yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah, this is a gem, that's for sure. Wow. So I'm pretty sure this was out here way back when. Yeah. Although like every CRX is red though, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to see this one still here. Yeah, I remember this guy from back in the day. He had a, was it the Corolla FX? Was it supercharged? I think it was a supercharged Corolla FX, wasn't it?
Yeah, they have a lot of different Corollas.
Yeah, this dude's all about pretty much if it's got a 4AG in it and it's front wheel drive. Oh, there's a Porsche. A street prepared. Here's a Miata.
Here's the.
Now, is this built just for autocross?
I don't know.
Wow. What are these 335s?
Wow.
Oh wow.
Air conditioning.
Yeah, it's looking at that. That's kind of cool.
Wow.
These are always interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I want to see. I honestly wouldn't be able to tell. Oh, yep. So this must be like a Crown Vic or something then. And then they just put this body on top of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I need to tell him to go drift this thing. Oh, it's a Grand Marquis. I guess this is a Grand Marquis with a big old Ford truck body on it. Basically the same thing as a Crown Vic. This thing is so wide, so much wider than the well, than everything. This thing right here. Too many of them. This is one of a couple K-swapped cars out here. And then here's the Mazda Speed 3 my dad's running on some Lexus wheels. So, we'll see how that goes. So no matter how exciting the car is, autocross isn't necessarily the most fun thing to watch. Usually if you're going to come to an autocross, you're going to drive because it's a lot more fun if you actually drive. So let's let him show you real quick. So aside from it popping out of second gear, the car is good?
Very good. Unfortunately, second gear.
Yeah, he had a
cord next year.
He's gonna bring the bungee cord back. So like years ago, he had it was an 88 Celica.
Yeah.
So 88 Celica, not the same Celica that my brother had that I mentioned before, but he had an 88 Celica and it would not stay in second. So he put a bungee cord around the gear shift so that when you had it in first, you have to hold it in first, put it into second, and the bungee cord would hold it in second gear. And because that's all you needed at, it was at the Greensboro Coliseum, I think.
Yeah.
So the Mazda Speed's gonna have to get that back. But yeah, so my dad's the reason that I got into cars. He used to race rallies back in the day and everything. My mom was his navigator back in Guatemala. So he raced a Datsun Sunny, a V4 sub, like an actual V4 sub, and he had a Datsun 510 when I was a toddler. So I can remember a lot of things when I was in preschool. And I remember his Datsun 510 when I was a kid. I loved it. And before I got my wagon, I was actually looking for a 510, but I got the wagon instead. But he's had a lot of cool cars. Still has a couple cool ones too. But yeah. So I need to get him out drifting though.
Soon. Days.
Yeah, very soon. Yeah. So the problem my dad had was, wait, don't check it off yet. It popped out in the second gear over here, and it popped out in the second gear right down here. And his car is shifting to second real quick. So this is his, okay, it's in second right now, and then neutral is there. Okay, so go back into second. Yeah, okay. So this right here is a weight, and I'm pretty sure this weight is to dampen it. So what we're thinking is, because it's really easy, you can shift into neutral like that. This has some weight to it. We're thinking he's braking so hard that this weight is shifting it from second into neutral, and that's why it's popping out of gear. So
remove it.
Hopefully that'll make it so it's not popping out of gear into hard braking. It's always dumb stuff. But anyway, so the car is pretty much stock. Lexus, these are IS wheels.
Yeah. 8 inches and 8.5.
Okay, so 18 by 8.5, so you can run, I think these are 225s. And then some Coney yellows, adjustable. And that's pretty much it. Oh, it's got a Magnaflow muffler, so it's a little deeper, but this car will get up and go when you hit the gas. It makes, like, how much in factory? Like 250?
270, 260, 67, 267.
Alright, is that at the engine or at the wheels?
The engine.
Okay. This thing will, it's responsive. I mean, it's got a little baby turbo back here, so as soon as you touch the gas, it goes. How much does it weigh?
At least half a pound.
Oh, wow. This is definitely what it was.
Yeah. It's so easy to...
Yeah, it takes nothing to shift that out of second with your hand, and this is like...
ridiculous.
Wow. So if you got a Mazda speed, and you're going to be like tracking it or something, and you put some brakes on it, or you're just braking hard, keep an eye on this. But now we got to figure out what it's going to shift like without this.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. Wow. That's dumb. In his last run when it did it, it was like right, I guess right there. When he went to get back on the gas to go to the finish, he was in neutral. So you put straps in the back to keep the back end from like raising up when you brake, right?
They don't raise. Yeah, right there. You can see it. They're green.
Green. All right, let me flip the GoPro. So, okay. So those green things.
That's a house.
Homemade DIY.
Homemade, very effective.
Yeah. So
modifications.
Yeah. So that's a limiting strap. He started doing this back when he was running at VIR. You put a limiting strap in. All it does is it limits the travel of the suspension, how far it can extend. So you put it on the back, and under hard braking, the back end of the car is gonna like shove up in the air, and all the weight is gonna go to the front. So you keep some weight some of the weight in the back of the car. So he did that purely so he could brake harder and the back end wouldn't get all loose. But now that you're braking hard, you're braking out of second gear.
Yeah, I think I have to go to work.
Oh, is it Group 3 already?
Yeah.
Do you want your Jack the Ripper poncho?
No. I don't think you're going to break.
I don't know. We'll see. So he was wrong. Here's his Jack the Ripper jacket. Alright, have fun. A Grand National and a Cyclone. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things to come out the drift to drift events, to autocrosses. It's raining, so we're all running away. It was a good day, except for the whole shifting nonsense. That was dumb.
Oh well, now we know.
So apparently the whole gear shift weight thing is like a known thing in the Mazda community. We just talked to someone who has a Mazda Speed, and they're like, yeah, everybody knows about that. We didn't. We're both new to Mazdas, although he had some FBRX7s back in the day. But it's a little bit different than how they are now. Anyway, so that's the end of event 3 of my 3-event week, which I guess really isn't a lot, but when you have a day job and all that fun stuff, then it kind of is. So hopefully next time I do a 3-event thing, I'll actually be driving all 3 events, as opposed to driving none of the events. If you made it to the end, thanks. I know it's a long one, but I wanted to show a few different styles of drifting events, and by a few I mean 2. And for you drifters, I wanted to show you guys what an autocross is all about, and how it's actually a good idea to make it out to one. For you autocrossers, I wanted to show you some drifting and how it's a ton of fun and you should do it. I know that the amount of video between the 2 drifting events is a bit unbalanced. That's because at the US Drift event I shot mostly photos, so I apologize for that. I didn't go into too much detail about the racing line and how to look ahead and all that fun stuff. That's because I'm making a whole video about that, and I'm getting video from a few different tracks, a few different venues, and doing a whole sketch thing that I've already recorded. So look out for that eventually. And yeah, if you like this video, give me a like. If you didn't, then well, don't. And I will catch you guys next time. Also, yes, I did get that horn button for the Cresta because it's awesome.